Boom. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're right back here at Mozak Field here in the Queen City of Charlotte, North Carolina, on a mostly clear, a lot of cirrus clouds in the sky over the great Tar Heel Republic of North Carolina. And we've got a dandy JV lacrosse matchup for you to do as our Providence State Chargers boys JV lacrosse team plays host to the Marvin Ridge Mavericks. Both teams highly proficient so far this year. The Chargers come in at 3-0 undefeated, with wins over Nation Ford, Fort Mill, and Myers Park. Three public school teams. They beat Nation Ford 12-1, Fort Mill 10-5, Myers Park 8-7. Marvin Ridge Mavericks will dressed in orange today, will have a very stiff challenge for the Chargers. Okay.
Today's junior varsity boys lacrosse game. Today's junior varsity contest features the Mavericks of Marvin Ridge High School, led by head coach.
And it looks like we're going to go right to the start without any starter introductions. On the faceoff for the Chargers. Looks like number 24, Jack DiVittorio, one of the two faceoff personnel for the Chargers. And we have the first faceoff and struggling for the ball right now. It looks like the Mavericks are going to pick it up. And we'll get numbers for you as soon as we can in the game. As we get used to numbers down there. Number 14 for the Mavericks looks like he's controlling the ball right now. That is Jack Nicolette for the Mavericks. They come in 5-0-1. I heard on the field they may even be 7-0-1 right now. So both teams undefeated. And could be a preview of a lot of great lacrosse action to be seen here for years to come. We'll see what happens today. Mavericks with the early advantage. Square formation around the goal. And as I will probably say again and again during the season, possession is 9 points of the law in the game of lacrosse. The more possession a team has, the better their chances to score, the better they can keep the other team's offense off the field and keep them from transition. They're passing very well so far. Number 2 for the Mavericks is Parker Henderson. In a square formation around the goal. 8. Ryan Ormond with the ball right now. Passing behind. Tries to knock the ball loose. Chargers trying to get it loose. Get some possession back. We got a scrum going on down there right now. And it's picked up by the Chargers. Chargers going left to right on your screen wearing white. With the break we have number 15, Sam Radke, one of our fine defenders. Ball loose. Another scrum. It looks like Chargers should pick this up. We do. With William McCarthy, a new fine addition to this squad. One of the attackers on this undefeated team. Ball is turned over, though, and is back in the hands of the Mavericks. No score early. We play 4 quarters in JV lacrosse of 10 minutes each. Whistle down by the ref, and it looks like the Mavericks are in a position to pick it up once again. Teams' records, again, a combined 8-0-1 coming into this game. I'm sure we're seeing a preview of a lot of varsity stars on both teams in the years to come here in North Carolina lacrosse. Mavericks trying to set something up here. Shot on goal goes wide. First shot of the game, that was from number 13 for the Mavericks, or correction, it may have been number 14, Jack Nicolette. Mavericks have the ball. They were closest to it on the out-of-bound touchline. At the X position, we've got number 16 for the Mavericks, Ryan Coursey, trying to set something up. Chargers playing a loose zone defense here. As number 9, Jacob Searight in the game. Little scrum up front, shot over the net. But it is still Mavericks ball. Number 16 in the X position, Ryan Coursey, was right on top of it. Mavericks get the ball again. They won that first draw, turned it over, got it back. One thing to look at is who keeps winning faceoffs in these games. That can often tell the tale as to who is going to come out on top here. Mavericks with the advantage at the moment. Number 13, we've got Colin Blankner, it looks like, on our list here, passing it right back to number 12, Grant Griffith. Griffith trying to put some moves on, being blocked out, the shot, and a goal! Very wicked Nice wicked bounce shot there. And the Mavericks take the early advantage. Looks like number 12, Grant Griffith with the first strike of the day for Marvin Ridge. Let's see how the Chargers respond on the draw, on the face-off at center field. And it looks like you've got number 2, Rex Rokar, one of the other 2 face-off personnel for the Chargers. And here we go. Referee's going to drop the ball here. Again, ladies and gentlemen, it comes down to face-off so much in this game. And again, it goes to the Mavericks on the break. Nice break out there. 20 passing to 2. 14 controlling the action, looking for options. Jack Nicollet for the Mavericks there. Number 2 passes to Parker Henderson. At the X position behind there, we have Ryan Corsi, 16. Passing it out back to Henderson right there. Another little scrum there. A little ground ball opportunity, but again, the Mavericks pick it up. Early advantage, the ground ball has to be with the Mavericks at this point. But a lot of real estate left to cover in this game. A lot of father time, seconds to tick off the clock. All right, we've got number 36 for the Mavericks. Looks like Michael Ormond. Circling around the X position of the goal. Trying to go around the world, and he does go around the world with the second goal of the game. Very well executed by number 36, Michael Ormond.
That is goal by number 36, Michael Ormond. That is his first of the day, and the Mavericks take a 2-0 lead.
And the Chargers find themselves in an unfamiliar 0-2 hole early in what is probably their stiffest test so far in the JV season. Looks like they're going to alternate the face-off personnel. Jack DiVittorio is back on the face-off for the Chargers, and they need to start picking them up. They've lost both face-offs so far, and are also down 0-2. Chargers need possession in this game, or any game, to have a chance, especially against this team. And again, the draw is controlled by the Mavericks. Chargers have to find a way to force turnovers early. They don't get it there. A nice little chip pass to 12. Over to 2 as we get the numbers straight here. 2 trying to circle behind the X position. Parker Henderson of the Mavericks. I will say the Mavericks have scored some impressive wins. They've beaten Weddington twice, 10-8 and 12-3. No easy mark, the Warriors. And there's a big pickup for the Chargers now, going left to right on your screen. Chargers wearing white, Mavericks wearing orange, going right to left on your screen. Chargers control the ball. They needed that. Overturned. Unfortunately, an unforced turnover as a pass intended for number 32. Nathan Brenner was overthrown. It is Mavericks ball. No, correction, my fault. Chargers have the ball again, and something they definitely need at the moment, and trying to get back in this game early. We have number 36, or 38, correction. It looks like Cole Lofton on the roster. Chargers trying to set something up. Still a lot of time left in this game, only down by 2. That's easy to, that can be made up as long as you take advantage of. 22 lets a shot go. It is wide. That is Joseph McCarthy, a fine new midfield addition for the Chargers. Chargers recover the ball from the X position. I'll get the binoculars on here momentarily. Coming around the side, we've got 6 passing it off. That was Michael Harrell. Coming in 36, put a bullet on net, but a very nice save. Right on target by goalkeeper Jack Sheridan. Ball out of bounds. And it looks like it will be Chargers ball. Michael Harrell with the pickup here. Harrell with the pickup, trying to set something up. Passes it off to number 14, that is William Thompson. One of the top scorers on this Charger JV lacrosse team. Little bang-bang play out front. Side shot. It looks wide. Whose ball is it going to be? Looks like it's still Chargers ball, closest to the touch on the outside. 14, Thompson trying to set something up. Spin move. Can he go around the world? Oh, the shot is wide. It was a difficult angle. But it looks like it'll be Chargers ball again. Number 11, Ben Hieroman. Typical X position for the Chargers behind the net. Throws it out. They'll want to pick this up quickly. And keep that ball off the ground. These little ground ball battles, they don't look glamorous, ladies and gentlemen, but they're the ones you have to win to have a chance to win the game of lacrosse. And the Chargers do pick it up. Key pick up there. 22, Joe McCarthy coming in. Boom! No, it looks like the goal is waved off. Possible offside call. That's a shame. That was beautiful breaking in a wicked bounce shot, but the referee waves off what would have been a goal by number 22, Joseph McCarthy. On the counterattack, counter transition. Nice block out front. Scrum in the back. Nice recovery by the Charger defense because that was a very strong transition counterattack by the Mavericks there. Chargers defense showing fine poise on that to get the ball back. Just calm the momentum down here a little bit and calculate options. Only down 2 goals. Chargers showing early they can compete on the ground with the Mavericks. Pass out early. We got 14. William Thompson trying to maneuver his way around. Passes back to Hieroman in the X position. Hieroman tries to find someone out front. He does find number 38, Cole Lofton. Lofton double marked here. Nice pass to the side, to the left side of the field, but is broken up. On a nice aggressive defensive play there and another one there. We'll get a number on this man here for the Mavericks. Another nice scrum and pickup. See what the referee calls. 2:07 remain in the first quarter. We have the Mavericks, Marvin Ridge Mavericks lead your Providence Day Chargers 2-0. We have a timeout on the field. This is the PD Sports Network. And just while we have a little downtime on the timeout, Marvin Ridge has posted wins. Their JV team has posted wins, 2 over Weddington, 10-8 and 12-3. 2 big ones over Cuthbertson, 17-2 and 14-2. A 14-2 win over Parkwood. And a tie against the very well-known Lake Norman team, 10-10. Very fine program up on the lake north of the Queen City of Charlotte. Again, Providence Day's 3 wins have been 12-1 over Nation Ford, 10-5 over Fort Mill, both in South Carolina, and 8-7 over local rival Myers Park. And we are seeing a very aggressive, physical, scrappy game so far, very much what we expected in the opening period here at Mozak Field on Sardis Road. Again, the score, Marvin Ridge Mavericks lead the game early, 2-0. They've won all 3 of the face-offs, but the ground balls look a little more even. It's a shame there's the offsides there. That could have cut it to 2-1, but I have a feeling there's going to be a lot more opportunities as this morning rolls on here at Mozak Field. Early morning break brought to you by Stacks of Matthews. Stacks serves some of the best breakfast in the south suburban Charlotte area. Stacks, good food and plenty of it. Take it from Mr. S. All right, we're whistled back live. Mavericks have the ball. And it is number 12, Grant Griffith, one of the goal scorers. Trying to maneuver in, defended very stoutly by number 6, Michael Harrell. He passes it off to 9. That is Jacob Seawright. Seawright trying to spin around. Gets back to their X position. That's number 16, Ryan Corsi. Stoutly defended there by number 15, Sam Radke, one of the Chargers' top defenders. Very physical player. And you need that definitely in defense in a game like this. Mavericks can take a little bit of time there, not too much, still very early in the game. Trying to go around the back of the net, trying to find a setup out front. Shot is blocked in front, and if the Chargers can pick this up, let's see what the referee says. We got laundry on the field, folks. Yellow flag on the field, much like you see in football. Who is this going to go on? It looks like the Chargers may be going a man down here. Yep, it looks like number 36 or 38, Cole Lofton, from my distant vantage point here in the booth, is going to go out for a minute. So the Mavericks will have a man advantage. And the Chargers will need to call on their penalty killing unit on defense to be able to make to kill this penalty off and stay in the early game here. Mavericks with the man advantage, 12-36. Passing back and forth. Trying to find the open seams. Chargers trying to block him back. And he hits the pipe to the right. That was a nice setup. Very nice, and a nice recovery by the Chargers. A little danger in the beginning there. In the beginning of the net, but nice recovery by number 15 for the Chargers. That is Sam Radke on defense. And now the Chargers will try and get it back coast across from the left to the right side of the field. We got number 14, William Thompson, going right, passing to the X position. Play has been whistled. We're down to 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Mavericks lead the Chargers 2-0. It looks like the Mavericks, looks like there's a little more penalty laundry on the field there. Chargers still appear to be a man down. Some discussion on the sidelines there. This is the time of the game. If I were in the PA booth, I might be the DJ and play Alfred Hitchcock's March of the Marionette. But never mind. We're back to the action now. Mavericks passing it around, still with a man advantage. Taking some time, trying to find a seam. Chargers trying to close it down. Around the side of the net, over the top, and just off the crossbar. And it looks like a lane violation. Chargers with a good break there, get the ball back, it would appear. And another timeout has been called. With 11 seconds remaining in the first quarter, the Mavericks lead the Chargers 2-0. This is the PD Sports Network. Just a little report on the last JV game we played against Myers Park. Sophomore Will Thompson had 2 goals, scored less than a minute to play as they defeated Myers Park 8-7. The Chargers dominated early, leading 6-2 at the half. The Mustangs then battled back, tied the score at 7 with less than 3 minutes to play. Proof how this game can go back and forth. Freshman goalie Emerson Smith made 14 saves in the win, including several point-blank attempts in the closing minutes. William McCarthy had 2 goals. Jack DiVittorio, Landon Romer, Ben Hieroman, Joseph McCarthy each had a goal and an assist. Despite a season-high 10 penalties, the defense held strong, stopping the Mustangs on 7 of 10 man-up opportunities, and that's exactly what they're doing right here with the Mavericks. Looks like we have an excellent penalty-killing unit. This is a very physical game. Penalties are going to happen. And to prepare for that, you want a defense that can play tough and strong with when they're a man down, and they have done that so far this season. It looks like they've done it here again today. It's Joseph McCarthy being closely guarded, going right up the right side of the field. 2 seconds, one, but cannot make much of it. He was double marked the whole way. That's the end of the first quarter here at Mozak Field. The score, Marvin Ridge Maverick and this JV lacrosse matchup. The score, Marvin Ridge Mavericks 2 and Providence Day Chargers 0. I'd like to give a special shout out right now to Holden Lana, our first-time public address announcer here at Mozak Field. Holden, one of our soccer and basketball starters for the Charger varsity, is in the PA booth doing a fine job. Holden Lana, ladies and gentlemen, up on the 3rd floor. Been a very physical game so far. Slight edge on ground balls to the Mavericks. Certainly the edge on faceoffs, and they have the edge in goals as well, 2-0. Very well played first quarter of lacrosse here. Very physical, as we expected this would be. And we look forward to more fine action. Coming up next after this, the Providence Day Chargers varsity takes on the Marvin Ridge Mavericks varsity. Charger varsity coming in with a 2-1 record against the Mavericks. And while we're on a quarter timeout right here, I have a little lacrosse trivia question for all those watching out in YouTube land today. I see we have 24 watching right now. As we all know, all lacrosse fans know, Major League Lacrosse sadly folded last year and has joined a new league. I believe it's called the Premier Lacrosse League. So sadly, Major League Lacrosse is now defunct. Can anyone out there tell me, and I'll give you a shout out if you give me the answer, what team won the most league championships in Major League Lacrosse history? The total was 6. Not a North Carolina team. What team in Major League Lacrosse history won the most MLL titles in the league's existence with a total of 6? If you have the answer, just be sure to chime it in. I will reveal it at halftime. I'll reveal the answer at halftime. So far, the goals in the game, Grant Griffin and Michael Ormond have found the back of the onion bag for the Marvin Ridge Mavericks, and it's a 2-0 ball game right now. 10 minutes. We have second quarter action coming up again in this half. And it looks like the teams will switch goals, so the Marvin Ridge Mavericks wearing orange will move left to right on your screen. The Providence Day Chargers wearing white will move right to left. More sunshine coming out here. A beautiful day in the Tar Heel Republic of North Carolina in the Queen City of Charlotte on Sardis Road. Very proud of the new turf here at Mozak Field as well. It is wonderful to walk on and play on. So we have a face-off. Looks like Jack DiVittorio will try to get a face-off win for the Chargers here. And these teams are closely matched. Every little ground ball, every little face-off will really count. And the Chargers are going to win this face-off. It is picked up by number 32 in the back, defender in the back row. Lost right again to the Mavericks. Credit them for the pickup there. A very fast dish-off pass by Ryan Ormond, and it looks like the Mavericks are close enough to the end line to cover it. Actually, I stand corrected. It looks like the Chargers are getting ready to go on offense here. The Chargers were closer to that line. It's a little, we do apologize, ladies and gentlemen, a little hard to tell from the press box here sometimes, as we're at a little bit of a distant point here. Chargers driving it deep into Maverick territory. Behind the X position, we've got Joseph McCarthy roaming around, trying to go around the world. Passes out front. Oh! Wicked side shot from number 14, Will Thompson, just sailed wide. But Chargers guarding the X position well, trying it again from behind the net. Joseph McCarthy trying to find someone out front. Stiff defense by the Mavericks. They break it right up and get the ball right back. And they are going left to right on your screen. On a mad rush down the field. Nice defensive play out front by the Chargers. Nice recovery. Nice recovery. They've had a chance or two in the last minute or two. Let's see if they can capitalize. 38 passing up front. It looks like Cole Lofton on my Lofton in. Oh! Goalkeeper for Marvin Ridge. It was a very strong shot in front of him, but Jack Sheridan was able to direct it over the goal. Still Charger ball from the X position. Will Thompson trying to maneuver his way around, see if he can go around the world or find someone out front. Oh, nasty check there. Will try to beat him on the short side. Very difficult to do in lacrosse. And goalie Jack Sheridan had it covered, but it's Chargers ball again. Will trying to see if he can get someone open in front. Rolls a ground ball right out to the right side. Can't get a number just yet, but coming behind the post, that's number 11, Ben Hirleman. Hirleman out front, passes to 22, Joseph McCarthy. Some of these players have been playing together since age 9. Wicked side shot, but a nice concentration, nice save on the play by goalkeeper Owen McKenna. And he's been more than equal to the task so far. Nice check out front, some real physical Charger defense here. And they're down 1-3 on faceoffs, but I would have to believe the ground balls are pretty close in this game. Mavericks have just made more opportunity, the 2 opportunities they've had. And we are seeing some very even hard-hitting action here between the white and the orange out here at Mozak Field. Big number 29 for the Mavericks. And it's turned over again. Chargers doing a fine job forcing turnovers, but they've got to try to make something happen the other end. Oh, nice block on number 7. William McCarthy tried to get a pass loose. It was well blocked by the Maverick defender. We're seeing some hard-hitting action out here, folks. Midfield defenses on both teams doing a fine job knocking the ball loose and getting it back. And the play is whistled down. 6:52 remain first half. A very low-scoring game here, 2-0 in favor of the Mavericks. Little sideline conversation between the coaches here. Chargers are co-coached by Chris Moth and Matt Rickett, and the Mavericks by John Miles. As the referees try to cross their T's, dot their I's down there. And it looks like we're maybe a Charger penalty. We've got someone in the penalty box, so we may be a man down again and again. Fans, I apologize. You do not have a number 36 on the roster that was given me, so I do humbly apologize for that. But once again, the Chargers penalty killing unit is going to be put to the test here. Mavericks going to kind of a 4 corners type of setup. Oh, a wicked shot, but steered away by Chargers goalkeeper, number 23, freshman Emerson Smith. Nice concentration there. It looked like the shot was from number 12, Grant Griffith, who's already scored a goal for the Mavericks. He's on the right side there. Kind of 4 corners, reminds me of Dean Smith and Tar Heel basketball back in. Oh, what a pickoff on defense by number 12, Charles Hansen. Well concentrated and executed. The Chargers on the break now. Trying to get close enough to challenge Sheridan a little bit more. Nice control of the ball here. Coming right in, running, trying to challenge. It's out of bounds, but Chargers, and it should be Chargers ball, much closer to the end line. Picked up immediately by Will Thompson. Nice concentration, keeping the ball away from a very aggressive defender there. Passes off to number 11, Ben Hirleman. Hirleman looking for some help, trying to weave through. Oh, and another save. Goalkeeper Jack Sheridan has stood really tall so far in this game. I got to give him credit. Working inside, but he's very well defended. Whoa, ball almost squirted in, almost a garbage goal there. We'll take it. But it just squirted wide of the goal. Chargers trying to set up now. This should kill the penalty. Penalty looks like it's been killed off. Oh, pass almost broken up. Oh, looked like like the lacrosse equivalent of a hanging curveball there. Maverick defender got a stick on it and broke up some of the momentum. We'll see who the referees award the ball to. It looks like it is probably the Mavericks as the Chargers are falling back on defense. So transition to offense for the Mavericks. You have to give Jack Sheridan some credit so far. He's made some fine saves in goal. And in lacrosse, usually, I talked to Coach Bobby Thompson of varsity. If you're saving 60% or better, you're doing very, very well in this game. Very difficult to get a shutout, unlike hockey in the game of lacrosse. You got a big, heavy stick. You've got to move that up and down. You've got a ball flying at you at very high speed. Timeout on the field with 4:47 remaining in the first half of a very tight physical game between two fine lacrosse teams at the JV level. Here in North Carolina, the score, Marvin Ridge Mavericks 2, Providence State Chargers 0. You're on the PD Sports Network here on YouTube. On the trivia question, we got a guess from from Adam Lawrence here in the booth, but I'll give you a hint. It is not the Denver Outlaws, though they did win quite a few. I got to tune back into to see if anybody's chimed in on that trivia question. Oh, we have a winner, Meg Falloon. Most Major League Lacrosse titles won by the Chesapeake Bayhawks with 6. They were based out of Annapolis, Maryland, their last years at Navy Marine Stadium at the United States Naval Academy. Maryland, of course, one of the top 2 states for lacrosse in the country, along with New York. And so, yes, very good. Meg Falloon with the Chesapeake Bayhawks with 6. And I think they're the Baltimore Bayhawks originally, and then moved to Annapolis, became the Chesapeake Bayhawks. So very good. Mavericks have the ball again. We have 4:19 left. And credit to Adam Lawrence. Denver Outlaws were close. I think they had about 3 or 4 titles. And the Chargers kill off another chance by the Mavericks. Again, we're seeing a very physical, both defenses playing very well, forcing a lot of turnovers. And a very tight, one of the tighter lacrosse quarters you're likely to see anywhere. Usually, a lot of lacrosse scores will go into double figures for both teams, but this one has been tight, checking all the way. Mavericks number 9 picks it up after a bit of a scrum there, trying to set something up. Throws it away, though, with an errant pass. It looks like the Chargers are going to pick it up again, but they've not been able to solve this Maverick defense as of yet. As the game wears on a bit, though, this game requires a lot of conditioning, a lot of running, back and forth, and the ability to dish out and take a lot of physical hits. So as the game wears on, we'll see whose conditioning is going to start to, where conditioning plays a factor. Behind the goal now, we're out of my view here. It looks like Cole Lofton on the play here. Moving up the side, behind to the X position. 11 behind, tries to dump it in front. Can they get the rebound? No, just tried to go around the world, but too tight an angle. It looked like number 11, Ben Hieroman, tried to go for the around the world stuff. Just a little too tight of an angle. Mavericks on the draw, some tight checking out front. Led by the Chargers, number 15, Sam Radke, their defensive leader here. One of their leaders on defense, Sam Radke, with tight checking well outside the perimeter. Now the Mavericks trying to go around the world here. If he can, he takes the shot. Short side, no one home. Fine save on the play by Chargers goalie Emerson Smith. Stayed right with it and stopped him on the short side. Chargers shoot the ball out of bounds. It looks like the Mavericks will pick it up. They lead 2-0 with 2:05 remaining in the first half. Both teams have shown a lot of skill on defense, ground balls, and passing. And a very tight checking game. Reminds me of hockey in my home state of Minnesota. And now you got number 12 for the Mavericks, Grant Griffith, one of their 2 goal scorers, trying to set something up. Out front, and another defensive stop by the Chargers. Whistle on the play. I don't see any laundry on the field. Others call a flag. I sometimes refer to as laundry. Or flag, penalty flag, if you will. I don't see if anyone's gone off or is taking a kneel in the penalty box yet. I do not see that. There's cheering on the Chargers sidelines. Trying to rally the defense here, it looks like. Mavericks with the ball. Chargers sideline cheering defense. They have shut the Mavericks out this quarter. Trouble is the Chargers have been shut out as well. But right now, defense is the name of the game for the Chargers at this point as they try to keep the Mavericks back. A lot of crisp passing on the outside. Again, reminds you of Dean Smith's 4 corners for North Carolina Tar Heel basketball years ago. I hope I'm not dating myself too much. All right, Chargers. Trying to band together in the corral here. Mavericks taking their time, trying to break it down. Oh, and a wicked, got to give him credit on that one. Wicked ground ball shot by number 8.
That is a goal, number 8, Ryan Ormond.
And it is Ryan Ormond of the Mavericks. Put that wicked ground ball shot through traffic. It was a screenshot right through traffic. Very difficult to pick up. It's tough enough for the goalie to get the stick down and pick up a ground ball shot like that, not to mention screen through traffic. It finds the back of the onion bag, and the Mavericks lead 3-0. Looks like Ryan Ormond with the goal there. So the Ormond brothers, Michael and Ryan, have a goal each. Mavericks on the attack again. It is 3-0. Time ticking down in the first half. Down to 25 seconds. Yeah, we've got a flag on the play. Might have been a hack there, might have been a slash, and it looks like it might be on the Chargers. Number 15, Sam Radke. They're one of the defensive leaders in this team. But you're down 3. You gotta step the aggressiveness up a bit, and sometimes it goes over the line once in a while. So again, the Mavericks will have a man up with 20 seconds. The Charger penalty killing unit will have to stand tall for 20 seconds here. Before they go into the half for adjustments, there's a timeout in the field. Probably, I'm guessing from what I can see up here, that Chris Moth and Matt Rickett, coaches for the Chargers, want to discuss this a little bit. We'll definitely need to see if they can adjust on halftime to break down that Maverick defense a little more. They've not been able to do it so far this game, as the Chargers trail 3-0. Well, despite the score, both teams have been like Hoover vacuum cleaners scooping up these ground balls. And I'm sure we'll see more of that as the game wears on. And certainly in the varsity game between the same two schools, that will take place at 1 o'clock. The Honorable Ted Dixon will be on the air for the PD Sports Network. And I'll be going upstairs to announce goals to the fans for that game. Look forward to that one. That's going to be a classic, too. Varsity Chargers are 2-1 at the moment. Okay, we're counting down 19 seconds. Mavericks are going to try to score one more before the half. Chargers trying to keep it close. So they go back and adjust for the second half. 4 seconds. Trying to go around the world. I think he's going to run out of time. And indeed he does. So the end of the first half, the score in this JV lacrosse showdown at Mozak Field here at Providence Day School. Marvin Ridge Mavericks 3, your Providence State Chargers 0. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the PD Sports Network. Paul Santrizos, Mr. S on the mic. Good. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back still at halftime here at Mozak Field. And at this point for this JV lacrosse matchup between your Providence State Chargers and the Marvin Ridge Mavericks, we'd like to recognize the Chargers of the week from last week. Since we have a few minutes, so we'd like to congratulate sophomore Chandler Brooks of girls basketball and freshman Alex Jesse of boys varsity lacrosse coming up next on being named this week's Chargers of the Week. First of all, Chandler Brooks. Chandler was one of the leaders in our varsity girls basketball team, averaging 6 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists per game. She was recently named the first team All-CISAA Conference and was also selected to the NCISAA All-State team. Chandler quarterbacked the Chargers to the program's 20th consecutive 20-win season and a state semifinal appearance in the NCISAA 4A tournament. Chandler Brooks of girls varsity basketball. She's also in the girls varsity soccer team. Freshman Alex Jesse of boys varsity lacrosse. He began his varsity career here for the Chargers on a pretty high note, helping the varsity boys lacrosse team get off to a 2-0 start this season at the very beginning. In his first 2 varsity games, Alex totaled 10 points. Against Nation Ford High School, he scored 3 goals, had 4 assists. And he followed up that performance with 3 more goals in the Chargers game against Fort Mill High School. Again, from boys varsity lacrosse, Alex Jesse. We congratulate Chandler Brooks and Alex Jesse, your Providence State Chargers of the week. So with 2:40 to go, a quick scoring summary from the first half as the score is Marvin Ridge Mavericks 3, your Providence State Chargers 0. Goals for the Mavericks, 1 each for Grant Griffith, Michael Ormond, and Ryan Ormond. And Jack Sheridan so far posting the shutout and goal. The Chargers will hope to not make that a reality in the second half. We'll try to break that up very quickly. It's been a very tight defensive game for the most part. A lot of ground balls on both sides. A lot of Hoover vacuum cleaners out there scooping them up on both sides. Very few face-offs, mostly won by the Mavericks. But the possession has been very close to 50-50. It's just the Mavericks have made more opportunity on just a few more shots than the Chargers have. Chargers have yet to find the back of the onion bag. We hope that'll change in the second half because you have 2 very skilled teams out here. For a little downtime here, we're going to check the varsity lacrosse records here. Our Chargers varsity is 2-1 coming into today's game against Marvin Ridge, which will be coming up next with Ted Dixon here on the mic. As I use my friendly neighborhood Max Preps to pull that up. Boys varsity lacrosse coming in 2-1 for the next game. They have a 12-5 win over. We lost to Huff last time, 12-5. But before that, defeated Nation Ford 15-4 and had their first one, I believe. It's not posted here. I think it was over Fort Mill. But we'll let Mr. Dixon fill in the particulars for the next game on that one. Again, a beautiful day here in the great Tar Heel state of North Carolina at Mozak Field here on Sardis Road at Providence Day School. Home of the Chargers. Frequent Wells Fargo Cup champions in the athletics department over the last 10 years. Usually shared a lot of times with the Charlotte Latin Hawks. But we'll see if in this game today, ladies and gentlemen, if coaches Chris Moth and Matt Rickett have made some halftime adjustments of any kind to see if the Chargers can crack this wall the Mavericks have set up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for the technical difficulties here in the broadcast booth at Mozak Field. Since we left you, the Mavericks have taken more control over this game. They now lead 5-0 with 5:48 to go. Goals by Grant Griffith, his second goal of the game, and Jack Nicollet, his first. And they've won every face-off and have controlled the ball on the ground a lot better. And there's your difference right there. Okay, looks like our technical problems are worked. Okay. And since we had these delays, I just want to bring you up to date on what's happened here on the field. We have 3:11 remained in the third quarter. Mavericks have now jumped out to a 5-1 lead. The Chargers broke up goalkeeper Sheridan's shutout bid with a goal by Ben Harriman for the Chargers. Grant Griffith has scored his second for the Mavericks, and Jack Nicollet added one as well. Mavericks, the first half of this quarter, took full advantage and were really being the Hoover vacuum cleaners up there, gobbling up the ground balls and winning all the faceoffs and coming up with defensive plays most of the time they've needed, and now they've got the ball again out front. Chargers trying to stay in this one right now. Oh, All right, fans. Well, we really had some interesting technical difficulties here up in the press box at Mozak Field. If you care to know the details, you can talk to one of us later. But in any case, with 7:37 remaining in the game, the Mavericks have pretty much taken control of this one. They lead the Chargers 6-1. Timeout on the field. Mavericks have controlled the level of play in the second half. A lot of ground ball pickups, face-offs, and have scored timely goals when they've needed them. Ben Hieroman with the lone goal so far for the Chargers. And we are at timeout here in the field. Again, we would like you to tune in for our next game, the Varsity Boys Lacrosse Showdown between our Providence State Chargers and the Marvin Ridge Mavericks. Right back here at Mozak Field, 1 o'clock Eastern Time. Ted Dixon will be on the streaming mic. You see the varsity teams getting ready for the next game, warming up on the sideline. That'll take place after this game. Chargers the ball. They are down 5 goals, 7 minutes, 32 seconds left in regulation to make it up. Number 32, Nathan Brenner trying to bring it down. Mavericks get it back right again. They have controlled ground balls in the second half. And Chargers still searching for you to break this team down. Pass to Henry Mann, number 33. Henry Mann moving up the field, looking for options. Number 22, Joseph McCarthy. Trying to go around the world. Looks like number 14, Will Thompson. And was stopped behind the net. It is back to Mavericks ball. Jack Sheridan in goals played a fine game. And the Mavericks are and the Marvin Ridge Mavericks wearing orange, going left to right on your screen. They have a 6-1 lead. They don't have to have as much urgency right now. They can, when they get the ball, they can wind the clock down if they want. But the Chargers got to make up some time and do the best they can with 6:26 remaining. Ball is possessed by number 12, Charles Hansen. Hansen just passes off to number 11, Ben Hieroman. Hieroman has the lone Charger goal. Laundry on the field, folks. We have a penalty coming up. 14 out. Will Thompson pass up front. The shot just missed the net behind. Looks like number 38, Cole Lofton, really let that one go, but there's a penalty on the play. It looks like the Chargers will be a man up. Penalty is on the Mavericks. Number 29, Declan Houlihan. Chargers of the man advantage. See if they can cut this lead. Cut into this deficit, rather. With just under 6 minutes remaining in regulation time. Referee's not started the action yet. Coming into play for the Chargers, number 22, Joseph McCarthy. We'll try to start things off. Referee signals the action begin. Here we go. Clock is running. From the X position. Chargers trying to break it down, cut into this deficit with limited time remaining. Trying to move from X position there. 7 lets it go. Goal! Chargers! William McCarthy from the outside. A wicked bounce shot into the back of the onion bag, and the Chargers get their second goal. Down 4 goals, still 5:37 to go. To pull this off, the Chargers would more than likely have to win the remaining faceoffs and ground balls that are out there, because it's going to be possession here on out. The Mavericks just scoop up 1. They can chew the clock. So we'll see what happens now at the center of the pitch. Rex Rokar, number 2, taking the faceoff for the Chargers. They really have to do all they can to control possession and make the most of every opportunity. It can be done. 4 goals in 5:37, but they got to find the winning magic here to do it. And that includes being a Hoover ground ball picker-upper, and they've got one there. Okay. It looks like number 36 leading the action right there. That is Cole Lofton. Little bang-bang, a shot. Goal! And just like that, with a fireball of a shot over the shoulder of Sheridan into the back of the onion bag, Will Thompson with his first goal of the game. That was a rocket over Sheridan's shoulder in the goal, and 2 goals within 20 seconds. Chargers are back in this. 3 goals down. Still a lot of time to go. Again, it comes down to controlling that ground. They made the most of that last chance to see if they can do it again. Right from center, we got a face-off going on. Want to scoop everything now, and it looks like they're going to get it. Cole Lofton, sense of urgency for the Chargers, 5:30. That's a lot of time for 3 goals. Or 4. It'd be quite the comeback if the Chargers could pull this off. But they need possession and ball control to do that. Here he comes up the shot. Oh, wide of the goal. Great try by number 36, Cole Lofton. It'll still be Charger ball. Or maybe that was Josh Soliday. He's listed at 35. I don't have a 36 on the score sheet here. If I'm inaccurate, I apologize. But Rex Rokar, our face-off man, with the ball, passes over to number 22, Joseph McCarthy. Chargers trying to break down this defense in the closing moments of this game. Still 4:48 to go. That's enough time for a comeback, and Chargers are on their way right now, trying to go around the horn, around the world. But it looks like it was stopped by Sheridan that time, and now the challenge for the Chargers. Now the Mavericks, with 4:34, it'll be in their interest to try to stall some clock and chew some clock here with a 3-goal lead. And I imagine that's what they're going to try to do. There is no shot clock in high school, varsity, or JV lacrosse, just like it was in the earlier days of NCAA men's and women's basketball. Imagine women's as well. Where if you got the lead late in the game, you could just go into 4 corners and stall the ball a bit. And that's what the Mavericks can do. With no shot clock, they can go into 4 corners. So the onus is on the Chargers trying to force a turnover. We may have one right there. And, it's still up for grabs. Scrum on the field. Oh, what a recovery! I can't see who that was this far across the field, but he got it right back out to our goalkeeper, Emerson Smith, and now the Chargers the ball again. Sense of urgency. There's 3:30 remaining. They need 3 goals to tie, 4 to go ahead. That is doable, but everything's got to go like clockwork now. Jack DiVittorio, one of the face-off experts for the Chargers. Oh, but turned over again in the hands of the Mavericks. That was number 30, Aiden Polino with the pickup for the Mavericks. Bina Hoover right there. And it's a timeout on the field with the Mavericks with the ball and a 3-goal lead with 3:12 remaining. Really, the way it breaks down is very simple now, folks. There's no shot clock in high school lacrosse, varsity or JV. And it's in the Mavericks' interest right now just to chew the clock, wind it down. They don't even necessarily need to take a shot. And they can grind this clock. So the Chargers have to do is get that ball away from them somehow, knock it loose from a stick, get it back, and make that rush down the field from right to left. And in the timeout right now, I know coaches are discussing just how, coaches Chris Moth and Matt Rickett discussing just how to do just that. 3:12 remaining. You need to average about a goal a minute to tie, or a little more than that to go ahead. Mavericks have played a fine game. They've controlled the action for much of the second half on ground balls and face-offs, but the Chargers have come to life the last few minutes when they've had the ball. And they need 3, preferably 4 more opportunities here. Is it got there? Oh, not working? No, this is for the fans at home. We had some problems where you shouldn't have heard it. So I apologize. Sunny Saturday morning here in the Queen City of Charlotte. Now again, 3:12 remaining. Chargers got to find a way to get this ball loose because the Mavericks don't need another goal. Up to them to try. Of course, they can always try for it. But, yep, the Aries going back to the X position. Taking a little time, cradling the ball. Number 2, Rex Rokar trying to knock it loose without success so far. As far as the Mavericks are concerned, it's like a playground game of keep away at this point. Chargers trying to get that ball back. The Mavericks are just going to stampede around the goal a little bit. He's trying to go around the world. And the stop is made by Emerson Smith. The break we may have needed. Chargers have to make the most of it now. Making a big run right to left, all the way up. Time is ticking down to 2:28. Clock has been play has been whistled dead. And we're going to see what the stoppage is. Players taking a knee. Hope there's not an injury. It looks like that may be a cramp or something of the sort. Always a show of sportsmanship to take the knee for a fallen competitor on your team or the other. And it looks like what's going on down there has ceased, and that should be Charger ball. 2:28 remaining. That's the time they need to score 3 goals to tie, 4 to go ahead. Here we go. They've got to make the most of everything now. Passes off to number 14. It looks like Will Thompson trying to get around to the back, to the X position in the back. That's Ben Hieroman trying to go around the world. Oh, back of the net. Whose ball will it be? Who's closer to the touch? It looks like, we'll give the Mavericks credit. That was number 30 for the Mavericks. Aiden Polino just outreached our man to gain credit for the ball, and the Mavericks have it back again. Opportunity went by the board for the Chargers on that run. Mavericks playing razzle-dazzle right now. It goes out of bounds, but it looks like the Mavericks will be closest unless, no, that's too far ahead, so it'll be Charger ball again. They have 1:48 from the out-of-bounds line to score 3 to tie. I've seen crazy things happen in this game, and we have a player down. We have a player down. And it looks like, never like to see that happen. It looks like he's moving around. That's good. Maybe a cramp. So they're working on his legs a minute. I cannot see who the number is for the Mavericks. Head is up. He looks okay from this angle, but easy to get cramps, muscle pulls, any number of injuries in this game. And of course, we all hope he's all right. It looks like number 12. Grant Griffith, who scored some goals this game for the Mavericks, one of their big offensive producers. Trainer's working on one of his legs there. We just pray and hope he's all right. And he is a big round of applause. For number 12, Grant Griffith, the Mavericks, they are carrying him off. We do hope he will recover quickly. And a shout out of support from the PD Sports Network to Grant Griffith. We do hope you're back in action as soon as possible. Chargers the ball. They've got a minute 45 to work with. All right, coming up the right side of the field, moving right to left and wide are the Chargers. Trying to find some space. It looks like number 22, Joseph McCarthy from the exposition, centering pass to number 11, Ben Hieroman. Hieroman has one of the goals. Out front to 24, that is Jack DiVittorio. Chargers trying to break him down. They've got about a minute 19 to do it. Out of bounds. It looks like the Chargers were not close enough to be able to retain possession, and that will go back to the Mavericks. That very likely may have been the Chargers' last chance to close the gap this game. As we're coming out of the minute mark, that margin of open door gets thinner and thinner for the Chargers JV today. It's been a game effort for them. It has been a game effort for the Chargers today against a very big physical Mavericks side, which looks like they're about to extend their undefeated record. Chargers look like they're going to go to their first loss this season at 3-1, but kudos to the Chargers athletic staff for putting really good public school programs like Marvin Ridge on the schedule early in the year. This kind of tough competition makes the Chargers even stronger for the stretch when they start playing the CISAA schedules and get onto the NCISA state tournament. As Coach Josh Springer of our girls basketball team says, he just likes to keep throwing them in the fire. And they get battle tested again and again that way. And it would seem that Bobby Thompson and the Lacrosse program have very much the same kind of philosophy. It's worked well for the Chargers in past seasons. We're hopeful it will there again this year. But final seconds are going to tick off here. And that's the end of this JV contest. Very physical game. Final score, Marvin Ridge Mavericks 6, your Providence Day Chargers 3. In a hard-hitting physical contest, that will increase the Mavericks' one-loss record to at least 6-0-1. I heard down on the field it may even have been 7-0-1 coming into this game, which means it may be 8-0-1 right now. Chargers will fall to 3-1. But a game aggressive effort, certainly by both teams. And they're going to clear the field now, and I'm going to turn the mic over a little while to the Honorable Ted Dixon as he'll broadcast our varsity boys lacrosse matchup between our Providence Day Chargers and the Marvin Ridge Mavericks right here at Mozak Field. Game starting time is 1 o'clock Eastern Time right here on Sardis Road. Again, thank you for tuning in this morning on the PD Sports Network. This is Paul Santrizos, Mr. S.,